Hey everybody, welcome back to the Sonic Chronicle. My name is Owen, and we're back with another short video today because I was looking at YouTube today a little bit and I noticed that there was a new song by Alien Ant Farm out, and I thought to myself, now that is a band that I haven't heard of in a long time. And I was right, I hadn't heard of them in a long time, because apparently, according to their Wikipedia page, they pretty much finished up in 2010, 2011, and they didn't really do a whole lot. I mean, if we look at their discography, they have 6 albums total. They have, their first album, Greatest Hits, funnily enough. They have Anthology, which is the massive one because that had movies on it and that had Smooth Criminal on it. There was True Ant, which was the follow-up, which people were kind of interested in, kind of excited about, if I recall at the time. That was 2003. Because it was hot off the success of movies and Smooth Criminal, so people wanted to see where they could do, but I don't think it was particularly well received. And there was Up in the Attic, which was their worst received album, which made them split up. Then in 2015 they released an album called Always and Forever, and apparently this year they're releasing a new album called Mantras, which is presumably why they're releasing these singles. So that's the rundown on Alien Ant Farm. In terms of why we haven't heard of them in 9 years or so, I mean, I think they've been going through a number of lineup changes, and then they released, or they were performing the entirety of Anthology while they were touring alongside other kind of bands from that era. According to their Wikipedia page, apparently they collaborated with Insane Clown Posse and performed at the 23rd annual Gathering of the Juggalos. Now, if you're going to be playing the annual Gathering of the Juggalos, I'm not necessarily sure that fortune has favoured you massively over the course of your career, but I'm not going to let that colour my opinion of this new single, because I was a big fan of, again, those big singles, movies and their cover of Smooth Criminal, to the point where I actually went out and I learned how to play their cover of Smooth Criminal. Before we jump over to the video though, what I would ask you to do is, if you like what I'm doing, like this video please, and if you have any commentary on, the career of Alien Ant Farm and, the brief rundown that I just did there, please leave a comment in the comment section. And of course, subscribe to the channel to see more of this content dropped into your subscriber feed. It helps out greatly with the YouTube algorithm. As always though, I do have another view that I tend to move to when I'm going to be looking at music videos, so we're going to pop over there now. Alright, we're over here at this other view here, and the first thing that strikes me about this is a short one. This is 2 minutes and 46 seconds, so this won't be a very long song at all. All right, going to hit play, and we're going to jump into it. Huh. He sounds very similar to the way that he used to sound. And he looks like he looks like 25 years have passed, to be honest with you. It sounds pretty good, though. A pink telly. Who's this, Machine Gun Kelly? It's pretty good. It rocks, It's definitely a different style. Because it should be. It's been 20 years. Oh, I like what they're doing there. The syncopated offbeats. Yeah, that's cool. Is that a different bass player? Because that's the same guitarist, I think. But maybe it's a different bass player to what they used to have. He used to play a weird, like a Hohner headless bass, I think it was. I'm probably wrong on that. But it was a strange 7-string looking thingamajigger. The guitar tone though sounds to be very similar to what it used to be. I like this pretty pretty simple music video, though. This works for me. I like the reverse headstock on that telly. He does sound really good as well, though, vocally. Yeah, he sounds great. I think this is probably, like that section there is probably one of the more interesting sections of the song generally. Because it kind of, in some ways it really reminds me of their older stuff. Some quite discordant heavy guitars that they would have had. But yeah, overall it's a fun little song. It doesn't set my world on fire. In fact, let's jump over here. In fact, it's a fun little song. It doesn't set my world on fire. But it's fun. It certainly seems to be a step in the right direction for them. If they had, gone down such a poor path, so as to be playing some of the gigs that they were playing in some of the venues that they might have been playing, and to not have released music in 9 years, I guess it's a tough one to kind of come back from. I suppose myself, I stopped playing and recording for like 10 years. I didn't stop writing though. So I wonder if that's the same thing here, that they didn't stop writing and that they've just like really allowed these songs to ferment and to find their own flavor, to steep a little bit. But anyway, it's interesting to see them back. It's interesting to see them and Sum 41 and Green Day and Pearl Jam and all these bands coming back and releasing new music. It's an interesting one. And it just goes to show that it's not just for the young folks, your Dua Lipas and your Niall Horans and your Anne Maries. And anyway, I'm an old man. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there before I get into a little bit of a rant about being an old man. As always, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to see more of this kind of stuff, and leave any comments that you might have in the comments section below. But thank you so much for your time and for watching this with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.